So someone posted a picture side by side comparing where the Knicks were last season compared to right now, and it's just absolutely mind-boggling to think about. So last night we saw, of course, OG play 37 minutes, Cat 30, Bridges 35, Brunson 36. But December 28th last season, it was an overtime win against the 5 and 24 Wizards at the time. Well, I guess technically 5 and 23. But Josh Hart, 39 minutes, OG 42, Cat 44, Brunson 44, Bridges 47. And then off of the bench, just not much. Deuce only played 19 minutes. But you take a look at this game against the Pelicans. OG was at 37 minutes, Cat 30, Bridges 35, Brunson 36. Diawara played, Yabusele played, Hookporty played, Jemison played, McCuller played, Deuce, Clarkson, Kulik. I mean, you can't even fit on the screen how many guys essentially the Knicks got on the floor, and they played well. And that was the argument amongst Knicks fans last season, is about the bench. Knicks fans claimed, well, if the bench plays, the team's going to be way worse. And that's actually been proven to be completely false, because Tyler Kolek has looked like an absolute stud. Diawara has insane potential, 18 points in 18 minutes, 2 steals. Of course, had that opening drive with his left hand, tough finish, knocked down all of his three-pointers. I mean, I think Diawara might have missed one. I don't remember exactly what he... Oh, I have the stats right here. Yeah, Dior did knock down all 4 of his threes. So it kind of goes to show that if you just play these young guys that are competing in practice, trying to get on the floor, they're not going to disappoint. And it just gives the Knicks a higher ceiling, because by the time you get to the playoffs, you have a fresh team. It's as simple as that. The Pacers were fresh because they played this amount of guys every single night, and they were able to get all the way to a Game 7. And I still believe that had the Pacers not lost Tyrese Halliburton, they would have won that game. I mean, Halliburton was on absolute fire. Of course, he was talking to the crowd in a Game 7 on the road against OKC, a team that was seen as unbeatable. And the Pacers, they took the Knicks to 6, and that's with, of course, Tibbs not making adjustments, not playing the bench. There's a lot of things went wrong, and the Knicks were right there. And Mike Brown's come in and he's changed things for the better. The Knicks offensively, it's night and day compared to last season. I mean, the Knicks are the best offensive team in basketball. And OG, when he's on the floor, this is a top 10 defense. I mean, last night obviously isn't the best example of that. Zion 32, Murphy 21, Sadiq Bey 26. Man, he had an absolute heater in that first quarter. Poole at 26. But overall, the Knicks have won games with their defense, and they haven't had an issue offensively. But now, again, the defense has picked up, and that's why you see the record, of course, of the team being 23-9, which, again, is on pace to finish the season 59-23. And any Knicks fan would have taken that. I mean, I promise you there isn't a single Knicks fan listening that if I told you coming into the season the Knicks will finish 59-23, do you accept? Like, every 100% would have said yes. I mean, maybe there was some greedy ones that wanted to win 65 games or something, but I would have easily taken that. Anything over like 54, 55, I would have taken, because that means that the team was able to stay healthy for the most part, and that's exactly what's happened. I know Hart and Mitchell Robinson didn't play, Landry Shamet didn't play, Deuce McBride just came back, but the Knicks, they've been pretty fortunate. OG missed some time. And last night's game was just all about grit. Jalen Brunson took over down the stretch. OG Anunoby had a couple of the stretches where he just looked unstoppable. Diawara was phenomenal. He was the highlight of the game, in my opinion. I might do a film review on him if I'm being honest. It's tough because the Knicks basically play every single day, like every other day. So it's kind of hard to get a bunch of videos out. But definitely eventually one of these days we'll do Diawara, man, because, man, he looked so good last night. He's looked good really this whole season. Kevin McCullough also has given the Knicks good minutes. He played in 9 minutes yesterday and was a +3, so giving winning minutes. Your job as a bench player is to come in and not lose your minutes. So when you have Kolek a +4, McBride a +8, McCuller +3, Clarkson +9, that is incredible. Like, winning your bench minutes, I mean, when Cat +6, Bridges +3, OG was a +16. And speaking of OG, that kind of brings me into my next point. So 2 years ago today, the Knicks pulled off a trade. They sent RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley to the Toronto Raptors for OG Anunoby. And when OG's played for the Knicks, they're 82-37, which is just absurd. They gave him a 5-year, $212 million contract. And I remember when OG actually hit free agency, there was a lot of talk about, well, should the Knicks kind of offer him that? I mean, is he worth it? He can't stay healthy. Yes, absolutely, he's been worth it and then some. And the reason for that is, again, he's just a guy who plays elite defense, can guard every position, who also gives you 18 to 20 a night. Probably the best corner three-point shooter in basketball. I mean, guys just fly by him. See, OG doesn't shoot 1 of 8 from 3 often. If he had just made a couple more, I mean, the Knicks would have, certainly the game would have been more comfortable. But it's his ability to get to the basket that's impressive. And he just went right at Zion Williamson, and that's not easy to do. Like, Zion is one of the most unstoppable players in the league. He just can't stay healthy, and that's been his problem. If Zion could stay healthy, we'd be talking about a superstar, an MVP type of guy. And OG just went right at him back and forth. And it was fun to watch as a basketball fan. And then Mikal Bridges, I didn't even talk about him in my last video, which is on me. 35 minutes, 10 assists. The thing about Mikal, and this is a compliment, is he just always is consistent and he always does the right thing. So I just, honestly, I don't talk about him enough in these videos. But, like, where would the Knicks truly be without Mikal Bridges? He shows up every single game. He plays in. He's efficient. OG and Mikal, I mean, they're the best two-corner three-point shooters in the league, and then they could switch everything. Mikal's an elite point of attack defender as well. So you add in all of these different things, and, like, the Knicks traded for Mikal. People made fun of them. The Knicks would not be a good team without Mikal Bridges, and then the Knicks would be a very bad team without OG Anunoby. Everyone talks about Cat and Brunson, but Mikal and OG are what make the Knicks actually terrifying. Like, you go and you talk to any coach. I mean, yeah, obviously Jalen Brunson is tough to guard, and so is Cat. But, man, like, Mikal and OG, they won the Knicks that Celtics series. I don't care what anyone has to say about that. And then in terms of sort of the rest of my thoughts on the Knicks, I mean, I just wasn't a fan of Tibbs. Like, I posted a short saying that Tibbs is a good coach, but he'll never win a championship, and I got so much hate for it, but I ended up being right. Like, the Knicks were never going to win with Tibbs, and they had to make a decision. That wasn't all his fault. I mean, when you have Cat and Brunson, there's only so much you can do because defensively they're atrocious. But you still have to be able to coach around that and elevate them. I mean, you shouldn't be complaining about Cat and Brunson. I mean, teams would die to have those type of guys on their team. And then you've got OG, Mikal, Mitchell Robinson. But the Knicks, they went out in the offseason. They brought in Yabusele, Jordan Clarkson, Malcolm Brogdon retired. And I think I could kind of speak for all Knicks fans. Thankfully, he did retire because Tyler Kolek now has been given a chance and some of these younger guys. But honestly, the offseason moves, I mean, they really haven't. Jordan Clarkson's been a good piece. I think Jordan Clarkson gets a bad rep by a lot of Knicks fans. He is streaky, but he's come in and he's averaging over 10 a game. Again, you have a bench scorer that can give you 10 a night. I mean, that's remarkably impressive. And he's also been knocking down big shots, too. I like Jordan Clarkson. He's going to shoot around 44%. We know that, but he takes crazy shots. And I think he's been a big piece. I think Jordan Clarkson, where we'll really kind of see him shine, is going to be in the playoffs. I don't know how much experience he has in the playoffs. I mean, the Jazz with Donovan Mitchell, I can't remember if he was even on those teams or not. But, I mean, he's just the guy that wants the ball in his hands and that's not afraid of the big moment. And now all of a sudden you've got Deuce, Clarkson, Shamet, Kolek, Brunson. I mean, that is an absolute awesome backcourt to work with. And Cat, I thought, had a pretty quiet first half of the game, got into foul trouble. But then he started to pick up his defense and knock down some tough shots. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about Cat, to be honest with you. I think the Knicks should keep the team they have. And if the Knicks fall short, I don't think it's going to be because they didn't have the talent. I think it's just going to be probably injuries. I mean, that sounds very kind of arrogant to say. If the Knicks stay healthy, they're winning and all. But I watch the Knicks every single night. I look at the film, the highlights, the press conferences, and I just think the Knicks absolutely have the best team in basketball. It's just about kind of working in the right rotations. And when the game's on the line, which playoff games usually are, I mean, you got Jalen Brunson. I put out a tweet yesterday, and I compared him to Derek Jeter, saying he's the clutchest player in the league, and I wouldn't want anyone else to have the ball in their hands over Jalen Brunson. And that's a huge advantage because how many games this season have the Knicks been basically down to the wire and then Brunson just takes over? Like, the Knicks should not have won last night. There's just no way they should have won that game, but they did because of Jalen Brunson and also OG Anunoby too.